Hey, Nat here. Let's see what's making news. Well, it's been less than a month since La Niña was declared over, but parts of New South Wales are still experiencing wild, wet weather. Amal explains why.
It's been a pretty devastating week for New South Wales, as they've gone through their fourth major flooding event in the last 18 months.
Only like a few days ago it wasn't even flooded, and now it's like this.
This all comes just a few weeks after the Bureau of Meteorology declared La Niña over. To catch you up to speed, La Niña is where extra strong trade winds blow across the tropical Pacific, which causes a big buildup of warm water that evaporates, resulting in lots of rain. So if La Niña's over, why is it still so wet? Well, it's partly because Australia's now had two back-to-back La Niña years, leaving our oceans extra warm, which gives rainfall more energy and moisture, so it's a lot stronger. The last La Niña also left the soil pretty wet, so when all this rain comes down, it can't really absorb anymore. Now experts are saying there's a 50% chance La Niña will come back later in the year, which means more wet weather could be on the way.
Nick Kyrgios will be the first Australian male to play the semi-finals at Wimbledon since Leighton Hewitt in 2004. The result comes after Kyrgios beat Chile's Cristian Garin in the quarterfinals with straight sets, 6-4, 6-3, 7-6.
I don't think anyone would have, if you asked anyone if I was able to do that the last couple of years, I think everyone would have probably said no.
He will now face two-time Wimbledon champion Rafael Nadal in the semis. Oh, come on, get out of here, bats. A local council in Rockhampton has been dealing with a bat problem, and now they reckon they've found an unlikely solution. Here's Michelle. Oh no, get out of here.
They've tried early morning alarms, strobe lights, and even this. Yes, those are pool noodles. But nothing seems to get rid of bats.
There's no way either to communicate with them that you would like them to move, and there's no way to stop them from dispersing.
No way until now. Enter wavy tube people. That's right. These friendly faces are acting like scarecrows to, well, scare off a breed of bat called the flying fox. You see, these bats have become a bit of a pest in the Rockhampton Botanic Garden, and while they might be smiling, it's really no laughing matter.
This is a 150-year-old nationally significant botanical collection that we have here, and unfortunately the flying fox are doing a huge amount of damage to that botanical collection.
The bats are also causing problems for the local airport. But these inflatable figures seem to be working, and park rangers have noticed less and less bats, although not everyone is convinced. Some people think it's a load of hot air.
Yeah, we think it's a bit silly when you consider the fact that flying foxes often fly through wavy tree branches all the time when they're landing in trees.
Yeah, but trees don't have faces or arms that wriggle around in the wind.
Now you probably know this, but Old Skeleton here does a really good job standing at the back of every episode, and I just wanted to say good on you. You're doing a great job. Just like these next stories. 3, 2, 1, go! There it goes, the second rocket launched from the Arnhem Space Centre in the Northern Territory. After a week of delays after delays caused by bad weather, the team here were finally able to see their rocket lift off. Good on ya! This one's going off to explore the Alpha Centauri star system. But there's no time to rest. There's already another launch planned for July 12.
This is only the beginning of a new beginning.
It's been 50 years since pastor Sir Douglas Nicholls became the first Aboriginal Australian to be knighted by the Queen. And now Australia Post has announced a special stamp to mark the event's 50th anniversary. Sir Doug is remembered for his role in advocating for Aboriginal people's rights, his careers in sporting and being a church pastor. Oh, and he was even Governor of South Australia for a time. What a guy. And finally, it's been 40 years since Mozambique declared the rhinoceros extinct. But this group of rangers hopes to change that. They've brought rhinos all the way from South Africa to this special park in Mozambique.
They're important to the ecosystem, which is one of the reasons why we're moving them all this distance and doing all this effort to get them there.
They hope that by boosting rhino numbers, they can also attract more tourism. Well, that's a goodbye from me and Skelly here. Say goodbye.